Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm back. Yeah, I'm feeling better now. So, how is everybody doing today? I hope everyone is doing fine and well. So, it's time to talk about AI again. And this is probably going to sound a little ranty, to be honest, but I can't help myself. I don't know why. For some reason, it's probably based upon the things that come up on my personal feed from the things that I watch here and then. Every once in a while, more often than I would like, I get these channels popping up on my feed of people that all they do is ask their phones, mobile devices, AI questions. And and then, you know, that's pretty much all the channels are about from what I can see. And I don't know how you guys feel about these things, but let me tell you something. I think we're living in a generation now that this AI thing is causing some serious brain rot in people. This slop is like everywhere now. And my issue with that is that, like I've said in prior videos before, because I've spoken about AI more than once in the past, feel free to check the videos that I posted before this one because I talk about these things. And the issue with AI is that not only is it far from being perfect, all that AI provides people is information and data points. But that information, first of all, most of the time is not knowledge, it's just information, it's data. Okay? AI does not and will not ever have the capability of providing people with real wisdom, lived wisdom. Wisdom is something that AI will never be able to have, even if they make some sort of sentient AI, so to speak. Because what happens is, in order for somebody to have wisdom, they have to experience things themselves. They have to live through certain things. This is how they gain that wisdom. This is how the wisdom is acquired. So, wisdom itself is a gift that is actually bestowed upon people who go through certain adversities in life and face certain things and then learn from it. That's the most important part because we all go through all kinds of stuff in here, right? That's not a mystery. This has been a main talking point of this channel for since I begun back in April. And what happens is the wisdom is something that the reason why I said it's a gift that is bestowed upon people who, face adversities and situations and things like that and learn from it is we all go through stuff, but that doesn't necessarily makes it so that we've learned from the stuff that we went through. There is always a lesson to be learned from going through things in life, experiencing things, whatever they may be. It doesn't matter what they are. But like I said, for all of us, everything is going to be similar in certain ways. So when we go through these things, whatever they may be, we are all experiencing similar things here. Now, it's obviously everybody's going to have a different experience depending on the circumstances, the surroundings, the environment of the situation, and everything, right? But nevertheless, they will be through similar to what others may have experienced. You know, an easy way to exemplify that is, you know, it could be, let's say, a heartbreak. We all experience that at some point in our lives, right? The way the way you experience that, the way you went through that, the way you felt about that is going to be different from the way that I've experienced myself and I felt it myself. So this is what I mean by that. So this is the reason why I have a lot of issues with these channels that are being pushed through the algorithm of people basically, making a living out of asking AI all kinds of ridiculous questions and then treating AI like it's the next god, worshipping a software that's made of lines of code. And all that is a language learning model program that was designed and made by us. It we're living some crazy times, my friends. We're living some crazy times. And now we have, children and young people relying on these things 24/7 and using it as the ultimate truth for themselves without them experiencing their own situations. The problem with doing things like this is that, you know, you you lose complete sight of your own awareness. You go into an even deeper sleep slumber mode type of way. It become even more zombified that you already were. I don't know how else to put this. Like I mean it when I say this. This stuff is extremely harmful to people's mental state. So once again, here goes my warning. It's nothing I haven't done before. Let me take another sip of my coffee here because I don't like it to drink when it's cold. What happens is you how can you have awareness or practice this state of being aware, being in the moment, in the now, present, right? Experiencing your own presence, letting the self do its thing. When all you're doing is relying on these things that are not connected to you, outside of you, and these things have been designed exactly for one purpose and one purpose alone. And don't get me wrong, they can be used for good things to benefit mankind in a lot of different scenarios. But when it comes down to this self-learning process of going through life and developing our own wisdom that life provides us with, if we live it the smart way, what will happen is, in the past, people, it's like Wikipedia. Once the internet became a thing and then Wikipedia came out, Everybody started using Wikipedia like it was the ultimate source of information that exists out there. And Wikipedia is horrible. Anyone with half a brain knows that it lacks so much, and anyone can go in there and edit information, take it out, put it in, and people don't bother doing their own research anymore. People don't look for real books, physical books that contain valuable, powerful, important information. And there's a lot of that still out there, but nobody bothers. But in this digitalized world that we have created for ourselves, there are many issues that come from it, because it makes us have this, dissonance, Stockholm syndrome, whatever you want to call it. So just be wary of what you consume on the internet, on YouTube, on social media, whatever it is. If you use these things, I don't have social media. I don't use any of that stuff. The only thing that I have is this channel here that I use to talk about the things that I talk about. And this is really all I wanted to talk about today, my friends. So if you like the channel, if you like the message, please like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow and reach more people. And don't rely on things like that. AI, like I said, there's a right way to use it, and there's a wrong way to use it, and we should never be relying on things like that for our own development and growth, because these things cannot do that for us. They never have, and they never will. That's on you. You have to do it yourself. There's no AI that's going to help you to develop your soul through learning and growth. That comes from you, not from outside of you. Never forget that. So I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care. Be safe. Later.